I'm the emperor and you're in the throne room. I haven't said that in so long. Yeah, I shouldn't. Should I even say that intro thing? Probably not. We finished the potato salad and it's so tiny because we only had 2 potatoes. I'm so tired, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. You're making noises. Close. 1 potato salad, 2 potato salad, 3 potato salad, 4. Ha! Just kidding. Lemon and lime. My hands. Lemon and limes for the alcoholics. I can't open this one. If I open it, it's gonna explode. It's onions for the barbeques. And cheddar cheese. And other cheddar cheese. Extra mature cheddar cheese. And yellow cheddar cheese. And celery sticks. It was the night before Nanji. And I don't know the rest of that quote because I don't pay attention long enough when watching a movie or whatever. Is that from a movie? Might be. Normally when we have the Nanji Braai and everyone's all frantic the night before, we tend to mess things up. I think one year we bought I asked the Lord to buy some leg of lamb, something like that, and they gave him this tiny leg of lambs with all the extra goedere on. So I had to cut all of that up, and we were at Martin's place and it was a headache. Anyway, this year we decided to just do 1 salad, and as you can see it's a mess, but it was totally delicious. We should have won. I'm looking at you, Sakurnet judges. Everyone normally gets all excited about the Nanji Braai because it's that one time of year that you get to see a lot of South Africans and listen to South African music and eat South African food. And we were extremely tired because we stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning making the salad, which is ridiculous, you might think, because it's just potato salad. It's always just us getting all of these things together and getting excited and going to Nanji and standing in a line early in the morning. And boop! We have some traditions with the Nanji Braai, I think. One of them is my martinis. I started off, I think from my first ever Nanji Braai, I had this wonderful martini glass. It had a really thick stem. I could carry it around everywhere without it breaking, and then it just broke one year. But we always had martinis. And for some reason Mrs. Queen herself decided we should have champagne, and being the monarchy, of course we're going to have champagne. I mean, why not? I upgraded the braai with my martinis. At least that's what everyone else said. I mean, they just couldn't shut up about it. Here's this weird guy walking around with a martini glass, olives and everything, all nonchalant, not even thinking about the consequences of going against the great braai tradition of papsak or beer or whatever else everyone else drinks, brandy, ale. But Eventually it evolved to us also having champagne for some reason. If you got an issue with it, you should inbox the Queen, because it's basically her idea. We have a bottle of champagne, and before we even start drinking or eating or doing anything else, as you can see in that video, we didn't even start making a fire yet, we have a glass of champagne. If you're an experienced Nanji goer, or if you've been to a braai before, you know all of this already. But let me just run through it quickly. So you get to Nanji early in the morning. You stand in line. While you're standing in line, some people drink, some people look at you and wonder if you're South African. Other people don't really care that you exist. And then you pay like less than 5,000 won for entrance fee. The other charges involve renting things like a barbeque / grill, you know, the thing you need to make your fire in. And then you can get the grill thingy that you put on top at the store, as well as charcoal or wood, whichever you prefer. And you have to get like the torch thingy with a gas canister, and that can be expensive. Some people don't want to spend a lot of money on it, so they get the cheaper version, and they almost always struggle. So I recommend getting the more expensive one and holding on to it. Don't get drunk and then leave it there, or like when you're done using it, then stick it in your bag so that someone doesn't come over to borrow it and then you end up with nothing, and then the next year when you go to Nanji again, you have to buy another one, because that things are expensive. Also, you have to rent a table and chairs if you don't get a bench. So that's the whole reason for that's the whole reason for standing in line early, to get a nice spot and to get a bench with your canopy. So you have to rent a canopy, and you have to rent the barbeque, and you have to rent the whatever. So I suggest going to Nanji with a group of people so you can split all the charges. You might run into some people who want to borrow these things. I suggest you charge them a toll or fee. Is this your first time at Nanji Braai?
This is my first time here.
What do you think so far?
So far, it is a little too Korean. It's very conservative. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for people to get a little bit more excited. The music is good. The background is good. There's a lot of South Africans here, which is good. Everyone is very friendly. Everyone is very helpful. So, I mean, we didn't bring a lighter, and the person next to us helped us out. So, there's a lot of camaraderie here. So far, it's a really good experience.
How long have you been here in Korea?
I lived in Korea before for 5 years, and then I went back to South Africa for 7 years. So I've been back for 2 months now. So it feels like a different experience in Korea. I've been in Korea, this will be my 6th year. And this is my first time here at the Nanji South African Braai. So I'm really excited to be here.
Do you plan on dancing? Normally they have a dancing competition.
I don't know about the competition. I think I'm more of a sideline cheerleader.
Yeah.
So I'll be somewhere out there dancing. Trust me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We had a lot of new people, or at least people that hadn't been to the Nanji Braai before, and we had a lot of people walking around not knowing what to do, where to sit, or anything like that. Everything was put online because Sakronet runs this whole thing. They set up the Nanji Braai every year, and Sakronet is a Facebook group for South Africans in Korea. It organizes some events for South Africans, and this is one of them. And it's a really big event because we don't really have many events where a lot of South African expats get together in Seoul. And for new people, this is the perfect opportunity, if you are new and you're watching this video, to meet some more South Africans other than what you met when you came in with an orientation, and you can learn a lot from them. I suggest coming to the next Braai in September and asking as many questions as possible. Bring your notebook, don't be shy. As for Shanae, she's been here before, like she said, and even though she's been here, she hasn't attended a Nanji Braai. And at this point in the Braai, the music had been turned down a bit. The dance competition hadn't started yet, and that's why I asked her about it, because she felt it was a little bit conservative at the moment, but it definitely picked up later. Check it out.